Welcome back to Fantastic Friday here on New Start 93 FM. Yeah, you locked into the segment called Talk the Ting with Kim. I'm filling in for Kimmie Kim. Want to say big up to her. Thank you very much for sending in the content. Big up to Kimmie Kim. Big up to Lady Bree. Busy Bree like a bee out there as well on the work. Must be Rihanna, she name. Should I say work. Big up also to the team out there, the extended family, Fantastic Friday. Big up to, Tiffany. Long time when I see Tiffany jump in on the line. Tiffany, what go on? Big up to everybody out there as well. Peppermint PB, Pinky Brewster. Yeah. Large up to, let me say, Know Me Without God. Large up to, that's what, let me see here. Yeah, large up to the whole family, everybody out there. Check in right now on the Instagram Live. Welcome back. You're in the segment called Talk the Ting with Kim. Fantastic Fridays here on New Start 93 FM. And our topic for today, we're looking into the topic discussion for today as we ask each other, can long distance relationships work? Can we make them work? Do they make sense? Are they good for you? Are they bad for you? Can long distance relationships really work? All right, so we were discussing some points earlier. Let me jump on the Instagram Live at Funtastic 93 FM just to see some of the comments that we've had. We also have our comments coming in on WhatsApp at Funtastic 93 FM, 876-792-3530. That's 876-792-3530. All right, I want to say big up to all those keeping my company on the Instagram Live. I'm loving the comments. I'm loving the interaction. All right. So we're looking at some new persons jumping in. I want to say big up to you. Please drop a comment so I can see your name a bit clearer. Join in the discussion. We're asking, do you think long distance relationship can really work? Drop your views so I can see your name pop up when the comment comes in. But thank you very much for joining inside or Instagram Live feed. All right, so yes, we're looking at the topic, can long distance relationships really work? All right, and we discussed earlier 5 advantages of a long distance relationship, and we also looked at 5 disadvantages. Now we're going to try and see whether or not if the long distance relationship can really work. No, the short answer is yes, but it doesn't stop there. It depends on the 2 individuals that are a part of the relationship. All right, I see some kisses. Woo, I feel nice. No other kisses, that a party hat. I see some emojis on the Instagram Live. Large up for itself. I like that. It's Lady Bree. Yeah. Let me see here. So we're asking, can long distance relationship work? The short answer is yes, but it all depends on the parties involved. All right. So long distance relationship can work, but they require extra effort. Also requires commitment and trust from both partners. So it's not a one-sided thing. So some couples survive and even thrive despite the distance. So some couples survive and even thrive despite the distance, while others struggle to maintain the connection. So it all depends on how you are able to put that work in. Now, the success of a long distance relationship depends on 1, strong communication. Without regular meaningful communication and conversation, the distance will really pull on those emotional strings and create emotional gaps. Once you start to drift, I tell you, it's very hard to come back. So that strong communication is definitely a must. 2, there has to be mutual trust. The jealousy and insecurity thing that can definitely destroy the relationship if trust isn't solid. No, you can't expect for your partner to trust you and you're out there wasting time ramping up and down with other people, doing things you know you shouldn't be doing. And then say, okay, she don't trust me. Then she has reason not to, because you're doing foolishness. So when we say mutual trust, you must also be trustworthy as you are trusting. So you trust your partner, but you must also be trustable or trustworthy. All right. Now, the final thing that is very crucial to a long distance relationship is a plan for the future. So I think in order for a long distance relationship to really pull through, at some point, there has to be an end to the distance. The distance cannot be forever. Distance should be temporary with a goal to eventually be together in the same place at a future time. So, long distance relationship, yeah, it's going to last for what? 1 year, 2 years, 10 years? Even then, you have an idea of what you're working with. But you can't just say, listen, we just go long distance forever. No, man, somebody has to come and meet the other one somewhere. Somewhere. We have to come together and actually have a full-fledged relationship in the end. So whether you're waiting on, to get married, or, you need to have a wedding to get your visa, you know what I'm saying? All these things. But when that is settled, at the end, you should be together in a physical spot. And I understand that now and then you might have to go away and so on. But then the distance should be short term and no longer a long distance relationship. You get me? So, long distance relationships can work, but it will take work. So let me jump onto the Instagram live. I see some comments, I see some emojis popping up. People, I am loving the support and I'm loving the feedback on the Instagram live. People, listen to me. Fantastic Friday, the place to be on a Friday. Whole of reasoning, have a discussion. I like it. All right, so let's see. Yeah, breathe with a lot of laughter there. Kelly says, yes, it's just the person in the relationship. Trust and honesty is a must. Vaughn says, long distance relationship only work for a time. Once the feeling of having someone new fades, then there comes the hard work to keep it thriving. There you go. You got to put in that work. Bree says, that's true. ANC says, vice versa. Kimmie Kim clapping up a storm. Kelly says, I messed up one time. I'm glad I get back his respect. So trust is a must and honesty as well. ANC says, together forever. Listen to me, I'm loving the comments, but let's get down to the meat of the matter here. We're gonna look at 7 tips to make sure your long distance relationship work. So it's 7 tips that will give your long distance relationship a better chance. I know I'm giving you guys a lot of information today. I hope you can jot down what you're able to do, jot down. But however, we'll have this recording for you on our Instagram live, so you can come back to it at any time during your life. You know it's Fantastic Fridays on YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed as yet, what are you waiting on? Subscribe, check out the videos. You can always come back and bookmark, share it with a friend, as these are very good tips to have handy, especially if you know they're in a long distance relationship. So 7 tips to make a long distance relationship work. Number 1, keep communication strong and meaningful. So if you notice that we've been pointing out this throughout the discussion today, communication. The minute you drop the ball on communication, you start not hearing from your partner 6 hours, half of the day, then it goes to 24 hours, then you realize it's 2-3 days before you're hearing from them. That's a bigger gap to fall back from. You might call them after 4 days and find out they're in a whole new relationship. So communication has to be strong, meaningful, and I'm going to add consistent. Yeah, it's gonna take that. It's not just about texting good morning and good night. Has to be meaningful, real conversations. Talk about your dreams, your fears, your goals, your experiences for the day. Use video calls, voice notes, even handwritten letters. Send a mail. Send a package via the shipping company with your letter or something in there to keep the connection deep and personal. Yeah. So that's tip number 1. To keep it and make it a successful long distance relationship, keep communication strong and meaningful and consistent. Number 2, plan regular visits and set a long-term goal. Now, having something to look forward to makes the wait a bit easier. Whether it's a weekend trip to another parish or flying across the world, spending quality time in person is critical in any and every relationship. Also, have an eventual plan. Will one of you move? How long will the long distance part take place? How long will this phase continue for? These are important discussions to have. If one partner realizes that this operation will continue until the Lord come back for his earth, they're going to get disheartened. They're going to lose out or start losing interest if there seems to be no end to this long distance battle. So, plan regular visits, set a long-term goal. When are we coming together? Who's moving where? Start talking about that and keep the communication going. Number 3, this is your third tip, ensuring that your long-distance relationship stands the test of time. Trust and be secure in your relationship. Distance can breed insecurity, but if you don't trust your partner, the relationship won't survive. Set boundaries early in the relationship. Be open about your feelings and avoid unnecessary jealousy. So if certain things affect you, you got to talk about it from now. This is not the type of relationship where you want to hold up feelings and then 2 months, 3 months, 6 months down the line, you know, some never like that from first month. Well, it will continue unless you declare that, you know, it's something that you don't like. So these are things you have to talk about. Set boundaries early. Be open about your feelings and avoid unnecessary jealousy. Trust is the foundation of any successful relationship, especially long distance relationships. All right. Now, before we jump to point number 4, let me go ahead and take a quick look on our Instagram Live. I see people checking in as well. Big up to you. WhatsApp line 876-792-3530. All right, so looking at it here, Bree says, notebook and pen ready. The sad truth is, Kellyanne says, let's see what I have out of the 7. Kimmie says, yep. Chef says, and attention. Yeah, you have to give them attention, of course. Bree says, relationship experts, Kimmie and Mr. Fresh, loving the tips. Kim sending up hearts. And Kelly says, all of the above for me so far. All of the above. So Kellyanne is on good running so far. So let's look at tip number 4. These are ways to ensure that your long distance relationship stands the test of time. Number 4 is a hot one. Keep the romance alive. Yes, you got to do that. Just because you're not physically together doesn't mean you can't keep the spark going. Send thoughtful gifts, love letters, surprises. Yes, you can surprise your partner with a food delivery, a gift, a heartwarming message from a friend. Even a spontaneous I love you message can make the difference, a very big difference. So keep the romance alive. Keep that fire burning. And you have to keep it within yourself and ensure that your partner still feels that way about you. It's not a one-sided thing. It has to go both ways. So that's tip number 4. Keep the romance alive. Tip number 5. Be understanding of the differences, especially in time as well as schedules. You have to be understanding of time differences and schedule differences. Now, if your partner is in another time zone, their good morning might be your good night. Be patient and understanding because life will get busy at times. So sometimes your schedule won't align, and what matters is consistency, not frequency. All right, so don't drop the ball. Even though you know your schedules might be different, some persons might be trying to stay up late so they can catch their partner when they wake up. Stuff like that might happen, and you might feel, you know, it's a bit rough on you. But don't give up. Just be understanding. You know your partner's, you know, bedtime is 11 o'clock. You wake up at their 2 a.m. So after time, they have to be staying up trying to see you. So if you see them drop asleep early one time, no matter why, Video with you, you're gonna sleep. You have to be understanding, or else it will put a toll on your relationship. Right? So, number 6, stay independent and happy on your own. In a long distance relationship, you have to stay independent and be happy on your own. A long distance relationship should add to your life, not take over it. Yeah, so you cannot be sitting on the phone 24 hours of the day, and you know you have work, school, all these things. You have to be independent while maintaining your relationship. So stay active, pursue your goals, maintain your friendships outside of your relationship. The healthier and happier you are as an individual, the stronger the relationship will be. So stay independent and be happy on your own. Don't sit on the phone and wait and cry and bawl because your partner is sleeping and you're waiting 3 hours for them to wake. Have a life. Have a life as well. Yeah? If you're depending fully on that little communication right there and you're not able to be reasonable and understanding, that will take a toll on the relationship. All right, and tip number 7, these are tips to keep your long distance relationship alive and thriving. Find creative ways to stay connected. So who says long distance relationship has to be boring? Watch movies together online. Play games online, multiplayer games, play games together, play with friends, read the same book, even cook the same meal over the phone or over video chat. Share activities, keep the bond strong despite the miles. Find creative ways to stay connected. So the 7 tips that we're looking at, people: 1, keep communication strong and meaningful. Plan regular visits and set a long-term goal. 3, trust and be secure in your relationship. 4, keep the romance alive. 5, be understanding of time differences and schedule and busy schedules. 6, stay independent and happy on your own. And 7, find creative ways to stay connected. So, my Fantastic Fridays crew, let me go ahead and jump to the WhatsApp and the Instagram live just to get a few comments in. I see a couple popping in there. Very, very great points here together for tonight. Bree says, yes, keep the romance alive. No boring love around here. It's the why for me. What? I get it. All the way for me. All right, so Kelly seems to have all these things covered. So there you have it, my fantastic family, my Fantastic Fridays crew. Can long distance relationship work? Yes, but only if both parties, both individuals, are equally committed. It takes patience, trust, and effort, but when love is real, distance is just a temporary challenge. Love isn't about proximity, it's about connection. So if you or someone you know is in a long distance relationship, share these tips with them. That's it for tonight's episode of Fantastic Fridays, Talk the Ting with Kim segment. Remember, love knows no distance when two hearts are truly connected. Stay happy, stay in love, and stay tuned in for more content next week. People, listen, if you love the discussion segment, let me hear your views. If there are any points I missed out on, be sure to drop them in. I want to say big up to everybody that's got it locked in so far. And as you know, we always do this on a Friday at the end of the show. We got a trivia segment for you, so we still have a chance to win a prize. Yeah. So stay tuned for the question as we get together our topic. Can a long distance relationship work? People, the answer at the end of the day is yes. It can work. It can work. Now let's see who was paying attention. Let's see who was paying attention. So we've had several segments during the discussion for today. I'm going to give away 2 prizes. 2 credit prizes. The first person with the correct answer will be the one that gets the prize. All right. So question number 1. We discussed a lot of areas today, but there were 3 key segments. Let me know, how many pros did I list? How many pros or benefits did I list? How many cons or disadvantages did I list? And how many tips did I list? Give me those 3 answers as one. The first person with the correct answer gets a credit prize. So you have to tell me how many pros, how many cons, and how many tips did I list when it comes to long distance relationships. Let me jump into the Instagram live to see the responses here. Who will be the winner for this segment? Let me say, yeah. Kellyanne says both partners are respectful to each other. It can work. Chev says respect. It's Gold Gem says 5 pros, 5 cons, 3 tips. Kimmie Kim said, can I enter? Kimmie, I will not look at you. Is that Bree sending? I hope Bree is sending an answer up there. If Bree write an answer, may I delete it? Can you delete somebody comment from the live? All right. I list some pros, I list some cons, and I list some tips. Bree says, anything someone attentive says. Kelly says, 15, 5 each. I will pinch you. Kelly, that is close, but that's not correct. So we're going to skip that one. Nobody with the correct answer. Da-da-dee. We did some pros and cons, and we did some tips. When you guys are watching through this video on YouTube, you will be able to comment on our YouTube video for your chance to win the prize. May I give you the homework over the weekend? So I'm going to double the credit for that prize. The person who tells me how many pros, how many cons, and how many tips, you have to comment on our YouTube video when it is posted. It will be posted about Wednesday. So look for the post on Wednesday and get back to me. Yeah. Should I do it like that? Yeah. I think so. Yeah. All right. Now for the final question. The final question. While I listed some pros, I listed some cons, and I listed some tips, who can tell me one key word that was mentioned in all the segments? I said that this is the biggest and the baddest and the most important thing that goes throughout a long distance relationship. Who can tell me that one word that seems to pop up throughout the entire segment of a long distance relationship? It's Gold Gem drops an answer. Let me take a look. I like how the persons are quick with the responses. I'm not even finished with the question and the answers are dropping. Chevelle says 7 and 6 and 5. What should I do? Countdown? It's Gold Gem says 5 pros, 5 cons, 7 tips. Bree says yes, teacher. It's Gold Gem repeats 5 cons, 5 pros, 7 tips. Kimmie says me, pick me. It's Gold Gem says communication. Kelly says trust. All right. We have a winner. So we don't have to go to the YouTube video for that one, but I'll do another trivia that sends you to our YouTube video. I'm not give up on my thing. All right, so I want to say big up to all the guests that we had during our show today. I want to say big up to Ep4-B that passed it through the studio today with his single, Rocking the Airways, Memories. Be sure to check out the song on all platforms, Memories by Ep4-B. And I want to say big up to everybody throughout the show today. It's Gold Gem. Yeah, congrats. And Kelly, we're going to give you a prize as well to round out the evening. So It's Gold Gem got both of those correct, so that's going to be 200 bonus credit points for It's Gold Gem. So It's Gold Gem is our big winner for today with 3 credit prizes for It's Gold Gem. ANC got 2 credit prizes. Unbeatable got 2 credit prizes. One Rudy Most Hated got 1, and Kellyanne got 1. People, look out for your prizes over the weekend. Give us some time to respond to you. Have a fantastic weekend. Stay safe. We made it to January, almost at the end. Just take time, be able to serve, go home safely, and let's look forward to February, bigger and better. Be sure to sign up for our Valentine's Winner Day Challenge. We have prizes for you, and you can meet somebody where you might like. Yeah? Have a fantastic weekend, people. You guys made it a great show. We're out. Stay safe.
News Talk 93 FM. Heard everywhere.